So, who got anything now from what he said? Becky, what did you get? Okay. Good, correct. That's just it. It's as simple as that. So if someone of a superior authority gives you an assignment to do, don't go and be doing it in your name. You will spoil the whole work. I don't know if you understand. Now, if she had also called Lawrence and not involve my name, there might be some problem, because Lawrence will be thinking like, okay, first, how is she calling me? Why is she calling me? Right? Okay, if probably now she's using her own number, Lawrence will be responding to her at her level, and he will probably not even give the needed answer that he's supposed to give me, because Lillian did not call me by name. If you understand what I just said. Just like in the same way we come in the name of the Lord. Right? And all principalities bow. So in that same manner, when she involves my name, it makes the message clearer, because in the first place, I was the one that sent her. It's not on her own will. So that's actually a skill under communication. Okay, thank you so much. So what we're going to be achieving in this class in the next 1 hour. How am I looking at this time? I know it's so easy. Yes, in the next 1 hour is the relevance of skill. The relevance of skill. I think we'll just cover 2 things because of time. The relevance of skill and the future of skill. The relevance of skill and the future of skill. Then once I'm done teaching, I expect that some of you might have questions, right? I'll expect as many questions as possible. We'll attend to them. The relevance of skill and the future of skill. Where are we headed to in the world of skill? Where are we even headed to in the world of jobs? Are you aware that in the future, there will be no need to get a job? Like, the future is going to the point where getting a job is pointless, except you just want to satisfy yourself. So there'll be no need. You said? Suffer. Well, the reason for that is because of where technology is going to. So many things will be automated. So what are you working for again? When AI can get the job done. So that's where the world. So it's actually terrifying for a lot of persons, seeing how would they get to survive? Like, how would you make meaning of your life when you now discover that all the things you know how to do, computer can do it, and then people will rather work with computer than hiring you and paying you? How would you be able to make meaning of your life? Think about it. Okay, so we'll actually look at that also. So that's under the future of skill when we get there. Right, so but let's talk about the relevance. The relevance. Why is skill so important? First of all, what is skill? Skill is the ability to do something. A skill, in simple definition, is the ability to do something, being able to do something. Now, before you are able, you must have been informed. You must have known also. Okay, so as wonderful as this class is now, right? Let's say, for example, we are all gathered here to learn photography or videography, which of course, many of you were tagging along when we're setting up, right? So while learning to do videography, or learning to understand videography, or learning to be a videographer, you were informed by being taught at first. Am I correct? I'm explaining this process so we understand. We're informed. I think I was also sharing this in yesterday's night class. Yeah. So we're informed by being taught at first. Now, after we're informed, we received that information and now processed it. The ability for us to have processed that information and now allowing it to become a knowing, it now makes it to become a knowledge. Knowledge is a processed information. Is that clear? Knowledge is a processed information. So once you've processed it, you've known it, it becomes a knowledge. It stays with you, you know it now. So after knowing it, you now act on it. That now brings about the skill. Okay, so the skill, or the word skill, is the ability to do something. Therefore, the word relevance, we already know that relevance means importance. It's like the synonyms: importance, need, usefulness, advantage. Some of the synonyms of the word relevance. Now, what are the relevance of skill? Gang, 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 gang. Number one thing that we should never forget about being skillful is that the more skillful we are, the more useful we are. So, if you want to become relevant as a person, so in as much as being skillful, in as much as we are learning the relevance of skill, it first off applies to us all. So that is, the more skillful we are, the more relevant we become. And now, not only do we become relevant, we become relevant to where we are useful. Look at that. We become relevant to where we are useful, to where we are being able to provide solutions. For example, as much as I'm useful here, now there are places where I could go to that I'm no need for me. I don't have any business there. And some other persons have a lot of responsibility there, which will now make them more valuable than me in that room. Okay, so that's one. It makes you useful. It makes you, that's what useful. It makes you useful. It makes you relevant as a person, and that's for that. Another thing is that it makes you powerful. It makes you powerful. It makes you powerful in the sense that there's a level you could get to in your skill that not only are you good at what you do, you have so influenced the people that you work with that they cannot take needed actions without you. They will demand for your opinion. They will demand for your advice. Until you are there, nothing will happen. Until you are there, meeting will not start. Meeting will not hold. That's how powerful you can become by the act of being skillful. Now, when I'm saying this skill, right, I want you to also understand that I'm not only talking about digital skill. I'm talking about all-round skill. There are skills in many areas and aspects of life. There are skills to learn in the area of communication, which is kind of what we talked about earlier on. There are skills to learn in the area of relationship, how to deal with people, how to relate with people. There are skills to build in your spiritual life. So the skills is all around, all right? And depending on the area, it comes with its own benefit, all right? Depending on the area, it comes with its own benefit. So the skill is all around. Note that, very, very important. So skill, or one of the relevance of skill is that it makes you powerful. It makes you powerful. It makes you powerful. So powerful that, how many of you have seen family where among the children, let's say even maybe the middle one or the last one happen to be so useful, in other words, so rich, he has more money than others, he has more mouth than others, he has more relevance than others, but yet his elder ones cannot talk when he's talking. How many of you have seen a family like that? So that's part of the skill we're talking about here. Okay, yeah. So what other relevance does being skillful brings for us? It brings fulfillment. Fulfillment. You can only best fulfill your purpose by doing, which is an act of being skillful. If we want to even go through the scriptures, we'll see how that many men of God became so successful by the act of what they were so skillful at. Am I making sense? Are we all tracking? Right? Look at Moses. Look at David. David had a skill, and his skill gave him fulfillment. Look at Samson. All of them, they had one skill or the other that made them relevant in their time and even in their work with God. So building on your skill adds to your fulfillment. It adds to your fulfillment. It makes you more fulfilled. It makes you, fulfill your purpose. Attain the height of your purpose is so important. Oh, I love this fulfillment part. I love this fulfillment part. Oh God. Yes, another relevance of skill, it makes you money. Of course, this skill makes you money, right? Yeah, you make money with your skill. You make money with your skill. You make money. You make money. Being skillful can add to your bank account. Debbie, the only Debbie that has good that I know. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at some other things that I'm just flowing. This is for the relevance of skill, right? Very soon we'll get to the future of skill. So let's see. There's so many other things that we have as an advantage in the act of being skillful, So let's see. But you see, this place of fulfillment, right? Sometimes for some of us, having to know our purpose, it is also very important to know those skills you need to fulfill those purpose or to accomplish your purpose. Then build on them. Many people don't say this thing, so they are busy building on skills that will only make them money. Meanwhile, they're not building on skills that will help them keep the relationship going with people or keep the ministry going. Are you understanding what I'm saying? They're not learning other relevant skills that will help them last long in whatever they are doing. They only focus on the area of making money. That's why, okay, I don't want to really go into this direction, but then you see someone so wealthy, has so much money, but yet marriage home is scattered. Relationship life is bad. Well, how do you have all the money? You only focused on the skill of making money. You did not, by any chance, invest in the skill of building relationship or understanding people. You did not. So going all around is very important. Now, I'm glad I'm headed in this direction of this teaching, right? It's because, like this one, I'm glad. This is what RSI is all about. This is what RSI is here to solve across the nations of the world. This is what RSI is here to solve. At the end of the day, the way my boss would say it, it will cause you to have a balanced life. Because you are not just one-sided, you are not just good at one area. You are good all round. You have the needed skill all round. Alright? Are we good?